Hey y'all, welcome back.
Welcome back, my queens, kings,
And
teens.
teens. Wow.
Yes, welcome back, y'all. Another week. Here we are. Episode 2, motherfucking 31.
Okay, know the episode numbers because
Yeah.
I be forgetting them. But yes,
Who would
231.
have thought?
How's it going?
New week, new tea.
Where we kiki with you
and you
kiki with
we.
we.
It's going well. How are you?
Pretty good.
Okay. Where's your weekend?
Eventful.
Was it? Oh, yes, it was.
The kids would
eventful.
call it Liddy.
Yeah.
Saturday, I remember. Saturday, went to Arts, Beats, and Lyrics.
Yeah. Arts, Beats, and Jack Daniels presents
Germany's
Arts, Beats, and Lyrics.
Stepfather invited us to an event that it was an art exhibit. There was music, there was people, there were drinks. We did that on Saturday. And then Sunday was the big game, Super Bowl Sunday, baby.
Yeah.
And we hosted our event. It was a time.
Amazing.
I had a good time. I had a great time.
I did too. It was so
I
fun.
got fucked up.
Y'all, just to take a moment to recap an amazing Black and brown time. It was beautiful, okay? There was catered food. Okay, first off,
It was a full
the event
vegan, plant-based.
was free. Everything free. Complimentary valet, top shelf beverages,
Top shelf.
top shelves. We're talking Don Julio, Reposado Don Julio, okay? Anejo.
Mm-hmm.
It's giving what the fuck, okay? So top shelf beverages, also a full vegan spread of food and yums and bites and little things to graze on.
So good. So good.
Heart was full.
You can get free t-shirts made that had
Yes.
logos for all the different participants of the event.
Yes.
The vibe
There
of
was also a Bailey's cart there if you wanted to get a hot cocoa. The
spiked hot chocolate.
Yes. They had Crown Royal there giving out more little canned drinks.
yes, Washington apples, peach and whiskey, Coke and whiskey.
It was just a great time.
It was just a beautiful event. Like, that was one of the best Super Bowl parties that I've personally attended, and I'm not just saying that because we were the host.
Because it was ours.
But it really was one of the best Super Bowl parties from head to toe.
Yeah.
And then the Super Bowl itself was lit. The halftime
Yes.
performance was
Oh,
chef's kiss.
yes.
Top notch. The game was good to watch. You know, I'm learning more about football.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to engage, you know.
Yeah. It was a great time. I had a very good time. It was really nice because it was kind of like an all ages vibe. Not an all ages, but you know. Parents were there. We had some older, some youngers.
Yeah, it was
Youngins
good.
there. It was a great time. So
It was good.
yeah. And then called out Monday, child, because there was no way that I could make it.
She
Cue
calls
the
out
Martin
every
Sapp.
Monday.
No, not every Monday. Don't
I
do
mean,
that.
not every Monday, but every Super Bowl after
I know.
Super Bowl
I
Monday.
do. I do. Listen, that is
Why don't
customary.
you just schedule it off?
I would have scheduled it off, but it also fell on Valentine's Day, and everybody wanted Valentine's Day off. So, word to the wise, when you work in a white man gig, you can't let them know that you want to request it off. If you know you're not going to get it off, you just pull a okey doke and call
I know
off.
the vibes. I too work in a white man gig.
Seriously,
I know.
but you be getting everything approved. You don't got to battle with other people.
It's not an approval. It's more of a notice on at my job.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
not
I
a
won't
notice.
be. I won't be here. But
It
I
don't
feel
be
you.
giving notice.
Right?
It
Because
be
y'all
giving-
need coverage and all that
Yeah,
other shit.
giving first come first serve, and I was not first, so I could not be served.
Period.
So I was like, you can't care. I'm feeling sick.
I'm feeling sick.
I'm feeling sick because I'm sickening, bitch.
Sick of all the shit that happened the day before.
Period. So
Once Germany sleep, mouth open, I'm like, okay, she's had one too many drinks.
yeah, that's what Andres said. He said, "Baby, I came in the house and you were asleep, little drool on your hand." I said, "Let me put my baby in the bed. Listen, put me in the bed, nigga. What's his name? Jay. Put me to bed.
Jay Holiday.
Jay Holiday me, nigga. Get me in there. Wrap me up."
Well, that's another put you to bed.
Okay, no, but just put me in
he's
there.
gonna.
He's gonna actually put me in because I was
No,
on the
he
couch.
means he's gonna fuck you to sleep like Chris Brown.
No.
That's
I'm talking about what's going on in my home that night. I'm talking about what's going on in my house. I'm saying literally put me in the bed, cover me up so I can go to sleep
I get
and
you.
put my scarf on.
Right.
Don't forget that.
Right.
So it was a great time. I had a great evening. And then, yeah, Valentine's Day also.
Oh, Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Did you have a good day with your boo?
I did.
Good night.
It was a good day and a good night because we were both home from work.
Oh, yeah, y'all did call out.
We did, and we chilled during the day. And usually, y'all know, if you've been listening for a long time, I don't really make a big deal out of nothing. Which I didn't make a big deal out of it, but I just put effort towards it. But I was going to put my jeans and my tee on to go out to dinner. I was just going to do like basic, like casual, like jeans, t-shirt, boot gang. And then I said, let me put a little dress on. Let me get a little cute. I said, babe, I'm going to look cute.
Oh my God.
I did. I said, I'm going to look cute. So be ready.
I like the dress and the heel.
Thank you.
That you served.
Thanks. I said, let me give him a little sun because child, I don't be giving him nothing.
Okay.
And I said, just so you know, it's my first Valentine's Day where I put effort in. Because last Valentine's Day, we were together, but Valentine's Day was on a Sunday. It was very casual. We just went and grabbed something to eat during the daytime and then came home. It was like no real tea. So then, we did the same thing, but it was a little more intentional.
Because it was dinner?
It was nighttime.
Yeah, that makes it more,
lunch.
that makes it more like, okay, we're going out, we're hitting this town.
Yeah.
We're getting dressed, we're putting on a heel.
But we actually spoke about it the other day, yesterday. And we were like, okay, we're both new here because he don't be doing no shit like that either. He's never done like a Valentine's Day.
Really?
Yeah, no. And it's cool that we have like the same expectations around it. Like we've already communicated what we want to do. So it's no real like tea. And we typically go for like a nice dinner once a month. So it felt like we're putting energy in, but it wasn't like, oh, this is something we never do. It was just like we were just on the same page about everything. Like, this is cool. We know exactly what we're doing. What we expect, and then that's just
no one's sitting sad.
Period. No pressure.
It's nothing like expecting.
And no pressure either.
It's nothing like expecting something you don't get it.
Yeah. So it was cool. It was just like, let's just go have a good time. And Child Bestia was on fire.
Valentine's Day is one of my favorite.
It is.
Holidays.
It's one of your favorites.
And I'll be letting people know.
Yeah.
It's my favorite holiday. Yeah, I like it. What do you like about it? Everything.
The romance. That's what you always say. It's the romance.
Yeah.
You do.
I like romance.
Well.
So yeah, I had a good Valentine's Day too.
Good. That's good. All the girls deserve great Valentine's Day.
They do.
Hopefully y'all out there had great Valentine's Days as well.
I saw some extravagant setups. I'm like, God damn. Money back, yo.
Yeah, 400.
Had the whole floor covered in roses.
400 petals. It took 3 hours to pull the petals on 400 roses.
Oh shit.
And it took 5 people to set that shit for her. I'm like, child, y'all be really going in. I probably would be feeling so like a fish out of water if I walked in on that. I'd be like, what is all this? I'm bad at receiving shit like that. I would be like,
wow. This isn't beautiful.
I'd be like, boy.
This is beautiful.
Okay, now what? Because now you're going to be expecting me to drop my draws. That's
well,
what it's
you were
giving.
probably going to drop them anyway.
Yeah, it just depends. It depends what's going on.
Well,
it's like, what?
I'm just saying.
It depends.
Yeah.
So, hopefully y'all had a great Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
We're ready for next Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
This one's gone.
I love them.
Yes.
So,
what we do also love is your ratings and reviews. We want
definitely
you to
love those. That's why we need to make it Valentine's Day every day.
Period. Run them up
with
the ratings and reviews. The girls on Spotify, if you listen on Spotify, make sure you rate the show. If you don't listen to Spotify and you have Spotify, because doesn't Spotify have a free option or no?
Yeah, they have a free option.
You just have to listen to the ads and the commercials.
Exactly.
Okay, so everybody has Spotify for free.
Yeah.
So go over there and run up the ratings. Just
Period.
open your app and run it up. If you've already done it over here a few times, go run it up over on Spotify. It don't cost you nothing, but it looks good for us. Okay. Thanks. So our review this week?
Our review this week comes from Apple Podcasts.
Okay.
And
dang, you took it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the Apple streets. This comes from Fashionably Jazz. She says, so good. 10 out of 10. Definitely recommend. This is my first time listening to podcasts, and I'm kind of mad. I waited so long because I did some browsing and the Black Girl Bravado showed that. Since then, I've been hooked. I really feel like y'all are my best friends. I love the content and transparency. Y'all are so real and down to earth.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are real and down to earth.
Yeah.
We pride ourselves on being real and down to earth.
We do.
So thank you for listening. Thank you for leaving a review, especially since you're new here, girl. It didn't take you no time.
Yes.
I love an acclimated queen. Thank you for getting in.
Get in here, sit down, act like you've been somewhere before, and leave a rating and a review. We love that.
Yes.
We also love when you mommies join us over on Patreon. So what Patreon is, it's something if you really want to gang with the gang.
Mm-hmm.
Over there we do bonus episodes. We do our monthly check-ins, just letting you guys know like things happening in our lives, our feelings, processing some things. We have audio affirmations, which we shared a snippet on the main platform, where we share the whole shebang on the main platform, like what that experience is like.
We have playlist, and just a ton of other good things that if you really love us or if you like us, you're gonna really love us over there.
So we have Santina.
Hey Santina.
Imani.
Hey Imani girl.
Birth.
Hey Birth.
Diamond.
Hey Diamond.
Diamond. Princess.
Period.
Taylor.
Hey Tay.
Holly.
Hey Holly girl.
And Danny.
Hey Danny. Love y'all.
Thank you all so much for joining us. We appreciate you so much for committing your coins.
Thank you.
To us monthly. That's the reason why we are on this YouTube video. Join us on YouTube if you're not over there. And the reason why we have lights on.
Period. Literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
The lights that are on our face and the lights that are behind us. You make it all possible, girls.
So.
We appreciate you.
Last week,
we chatted about radical accountability and responsibility, distinguishing the difference between the two, how we can practice being more accountable and responsible, and how to get over shame and guilt so that it makes it easier for us to accept and take ownership of our lives. That's what we want to do. We want to be the agents of our life. That's it. Captain of my soul. That's what they say. They say captain of our soul. So if you haven't listened already, go ahead, get back, and tap in.
It was a drag, but we drag with love.
Always.
So
that's what we do.
Keep that in mind when you're listening.
Yes. So what are we talking about this
week? We are going to talk about self-gaslighting. We've talked about gaslighting before. It's one of our more popular episodes where we discussed how we've been gaslighted. I don't even think I shared gaslit. I don't even think I've shared my personal experience where I've been gaslit. Germany shared hers, I think.
You did share. Oh, you shared it over on Patreon.
I hadn't been gaslit like I got. I shared that later, but yeah, I've been gaslit by a motherfucker.
Yeah, it's over on Patreon if you want that story.
Yeah, so what gaslighting is, just in case you've been under a rock and haven't heard it.
Although, nigga, we've been throwing that around. Don't gaslight me. He gaslit me. Once I'm using it at work, I'm like, you're trying to gaslight me. Yeah, because I'm like, you know what I said. I know what I said. You know what I said. Don't say I didn't say it.
So that's what the thing. Gaslighting is when someone makes you question your own reality. Like, you know that something happened, you know the experience that you had, but when you address it with somebody, they're like, that's not what happened. I didn't say that. I didn't do that. You're tripping. You're crazy. You're delusional. That's not what happened at all, right? So it's like you start to doubt yourself, question yourself, think, did that happen? Was I tripping? No, like, because they're saying that it didn't happen like that. And then it's like a cycle, and then
questioning your reality, feeling like you crazy. It's a whole thing.
Right. So, self-gaslighting is also a thing.
Yes, it is.
Did you know that you could gaslight yourself?
No, but now I do. When I stumbled upon this, I said, oh, I've probably been doing this to myself.
Yeah, like we're so used to hearing about other people gaslighting us that I think the fact that we can gaslight ourselves goes over our head. It's like, how?
Yeah. So we are here to explain the how. So you might be self-gaslighting yourself if you negate your emotions. Now, this is a biggie. It happens often, right? It's basically telling yourself you feel one way when really you might feel another. It's invalidating your emotions, your feelings about an experience that you have. Acting as if you're not worth feeling those feelings, or you're not justified to feel those feelings, or you're not worthy of feeling those feelings, and suppressing your emotions, even if you feel like you're overreacting or you've been wronged in a situation. Do you ever do that?
I'm sure I've done it before. Like, I can't think of a specific time, but sometimes like you can be like you can feel these feelings and maybe not feel intense emotions and maybe not get the response or the validation that you need, and it can be like, am I overreacting, am I tripping,
Yeah.
is this
Yeah.
like
It
the
happens a
reality?
lot, especially like for overthinkers. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like overthinkers might run into the issue of like self gaslighting a lot, because you're already thinking that you overthink, you might be overreacting, overanalyzing, and then it's like, I'm tripping. So, like, trying to make the situation more palatable or tangible, like your experience. So then it's just like, I'm probably doing too much.
Mm-hmm.
I do this a lot.
You
I do
do.
all this stuff a lot. All
You
of
do.
these
You'll be
things.
like,
I know.
am I tripping?
I
Tell me, am
do.
I tripping?
Yeah, tell me, am I tripping?
Am I
Shit.
overreacting? Am I
Am
thinking
I?
too much into
Am I
it?
doing too much? Because I do know that I can be a wee bit dramatic, a wee bit. And there's times when I'll be like, no, I'm justified. But I also know that there's times where I just really dead ass and being dramatic. So I be looking for other people to be like, nigga,
To validate how you feel in the moment.
yeah, validate or just make sure that I'm grounded in my feelings. Because when you are a more dramatic person or more emotionally led, I will say, then it takes for you to really tap in and be like, okay, let's ground this thing. Let's use our logic and not just respond out of like feelings and emotions. That's what I'm saying.
So, like, how do you tell yourself, well, let's implement logic and not be fully emotion driven when you're in situations like that? Like, is there a checklist you go through?
Hell
Is it hit or
no.
miss? Like, what's the vibe?
Usually I'll be like, I'll go through my feelings of like venting it out, and then I'll say whatever I'm gonna say. You be there, and then I say
Well, they
like,
don't.
right. So this is what I do. If I feel something or something triggers me, and then I just want to be, I don't want to say dramatic about it, but I want to feel what I'm feeling. It's because I don't feel like I'm being dramatic. I just feel like, nigga, I gotta get my feelings off. So if I'm getting my feelings off and I'm just venting. After I vent, then I'll be like, what, you think I'm tripping? You think it's too much? Like,
Mm.
that's usually what I'll say. And then if I trust the person, then I'll be waiting for them to be like, no, I don't think so,
Or
or
yes.
yes. Now the issue, I guess the truth is, I don't get to telling everybody my damn business, so I don't be letting everybody weigh in on my situation where I have to consider all these other opinions. I'll just take what you say, your opinion, and then I'll weigh it against what I already felt. And if I feel like, okay, yeah, I got a chance to be emotional and feel what I feel, but now I can take a step back and apply the logic.
Mm.
So that's what I be doing. Because
Gotcha.
sometimes, I just want to like,
You want to sulk in
I
the.
just
You
want,
want to sulk in
yeah.
it and keep
Like,
talking
I just want
about
to
it.
have a moment and be like, girl, guess what the fuck he did? That's what I be wanting
Let
to
me
do.
talk about it.
And
with
then
you.
I'd be like,
Can I
but
sing to you?
yeah, and then I'd be like, but
Yeah.
is this being dramatic? And then you'll be like, yeah,
Yeah.
you are. Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Then you'll be like, you think so?
And then I'll just, that's what I do. I go through that process.
Gotcha.
When I'm by myself, I'm trying to think, do I have a process when I'm by myself?
Yeah, when you can't use someone as a sounding board.
I hate not doing that.
You really do. Gotta have somebody. Hear me
I'll be
out.
like, I always have a sounding board. Always.
I think it's easier to gaslight yourself when you don't have a sounding board or when you don't feel comfortable or you don't naturally vent to people, because then you're just battling with your own thoughts and your own feelings, and it's like, am I tripping? Am I overreacting?
Okay, so maybe I don't be doing that.
You have the you allow the space, and there's an opportunity for someone to either validate your feelings or give you some opposition, like, yeah, you are.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's less room to gaslight yourself there.
Period. Okay.
Where if it's just like you're having an internal battle, then it's like, wait, am I tripping? Yeah, I'm being too dramatic. I'm definitely being
so
dramatic.
maybe not in this, maybe not in this regard. Maybe not in this regard, but there's others. You want to tell them the next?
Yeah, another way you can gaslight yourself is if you suppress your thoughts. So minimizing is a major attribute of self-gaslighting. It's like, what I feel doesn't matter. You can act like something that didn't happen, like you don't remember the event, or try to suppress your thoughts or ignore the event completely just to get it out of your mind. Like, no, I don't want to even think about it. It's just a dub.
Y'all don't do that. I'll be right there with that bitch dancing.
I remember what happened.
I'm like, you know, I didn't forget.
Yeah, I know.
I never forget. I'll be
but
like,
I think people do that. Like, for instance, sometimes, and I don't know if this is a good thing, but like, say somebody does something. I feel like this is an example of when you can self-gaslight yourself. Like, if somebody does something that they had you fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, we love to say nigga wrong one.
They had you fucked up.
Actually, right one. When black people say you got the right one, you already know it's a problem.
Right, you got the right one
today. Nigga.
Yeah. It goes either way.
Yeah.
Right, it goes either way.
Either you got the right one or you got me fucked up and you got the wrong one.
Say somebody did something that has you fucked up, right? And maybe you decide you wanted something inside of you makes you want to keep fucking with them, even after they had you fucked up. You might suppress your thoughts so that you can continue fucking with them, because you know if you kept that thought, that event, that whatever they did in your mind at the forefront, you wouldn't be able to fuck with them.
Which is really the next way you can gaslight yourself, which is completely suppressing the truth. This is when, like memories and specific events, you can completely suppress the truth about a situation.
This has happened to me.
We do this. We self-gaslight ourselves.
And it happens.
Niggas.
It happens because usually you're being gaslit, which causes you to self-gaslight.
Yeah.
Like the situation that happened with me. I'm a very logical. I've shared so many times. I don't want to walk back down memory lane.
You've shared it over here?
Yes.
She shared it already. Go back for reference in the other episodes.
But when I was being gaslit about the Big Bear incident, and I'm like, my logical mind saw what I saw. 1 + 1 = 2. Period. Crystal clear. Bright as day. 1 + 1 was equaling 2. The math was mathing.
Right.
But when I presented, basically, see, I gotta tell this story because it just be so stupid talking in circles. But basically, I caught someone in a lie, and I let them know that I caught them in a lie. I had all of my facts.
Everything lined
Everything
up.
was in alignment. There was no way that you could weasel out of it logically because, you know, everything made sense. However, when I was having the conversation with this person, they tried to flip and tumble it, changing the definitions of things like exclusivity and acting like there's not a general definition of what the fuck exclusivity means, and talking about emotions and all this other shit, to where I got weaseled. And then my logical brain got finessed to where I started gaslighting myself, like, you know, oh, maybe that kind of does make sense what he's saying.
Yeah.
That kind of, you know, it was starting to make sense. Skewing how all the facts I had already put into place. So I can definitely see how this can be a thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like it stems from someone gaslighting you.
Yeah.
And then you start gaslighting yourself.
This is true. Or even when they're not gaslighting you, right? That's definitely one situation. But when we want something so badly and we just can't accept it for what it is. Sometimes people don't even be gaslighting us. They be showing us the true hand. These are my true colors shining through. Okay, they be shining through on your ass. But because you don't want... That's why I love you. No. But because we be holding on to so tightly to whatever outcome, situation, reality that we want to manifest, we will completely ignore the red flags, right? Not look at things for what they truly are. Look at it for black and white. We'll be like, nope, I don't care. Didn't see it. He didn't lie. Or not even just recognize it. It don't even be a lie, child. Just seeing the person for who they are. Man or woman, platonic or romantic relationship, whatever it is. When you know when you ain't calling a spade for whatever reason.
And you know when you can see that there's a spade.
Period. Call it like you see it.
Yeah, you gotta call it like you see it. So yeah, I definitely can say that I've taken part in that form of self-gaslighting.
Yeah.
But I won't do it again.
You always say that, never going back.
I will not. Fuck that. Anywho.
Yeah.
Another way that we can gaslight ourselves is not trusting ourselves. You doubt your memories, you doubt how people perceive you and your actions. It's giving the zapping.
Oh,
the Men in Black.
Men in Black. The memory eraser. Yeah.
I don't know if I trust that? Like, did that really happen? Like, just not feeling fully confident in yourself. And we've talked about self-trust and how important that is when we're making decisions, when we're dealing with other people, because it's really easy for other people's thoughts, other people's beliefs, all types of other shit to get into our subconscious and have us not trusting ourselves and have us treating ourselves poorly and making decisions that aren't in our best interest.
Period.
Because we don't have the core foundation, which is self-trust.
And that's on that. So we're going to give a quick little example of a situation in which you very well might self-gaslight yourself. Okay. So your friend asks if you'd like to go to dinner at 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
You get to the restaurant on time. At 7:05 p.m., you get a cancellation text from your friend. You feel frustrated and hurt, and you think, that was so rude. I would never do that to them. Then as time passes, you think, I was overreacting. It wasn't a big deal. So how is this situation self-gaslighting? Number one, you're invalidating yourself and your feelings by trying to convince yourself otherwise, that you aren't actually upset at your friend for canceling on you at the last minute. That I feel like we do all the time. We gauge our own.
It's not a big deal. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, but the truth is, nigga, it's not. I'm
You
upset.
really be upset, Drake. I'm upset.
You know? And I think it's one thing to be triggered. Some people are really easily triggered. I feel like at times I can be easily triggered. Emotional people are, I would think.
I mean, I think different things trigger different people. You don't have to be emotional to be triggered.
But the kind of things
It
that I
just
be triggered
depends on
by,
what, okay, the type of things maybe. Because this girl.
yeah, I do. It's the little things I'll be like, I don't like that. I'm bothered by that.
Okay, did you think I didn't like that? That was not okay. And I'm not fucking with him anymore.
Baby, I'm quick to not fuck with you.
I'm like, I don't think it calls for a not fuck with.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
she
my
was like,
therapist
Brittany,
said
just
that
let
too.
me feel my feelings.
Yeah, just let me have them. And I be honoring myself in that way because, I got to take it there.
But then you'll harbor and hold on
Sometimes I do harbor.
when it's not necessary.
I know, because it's hard for
sometimes
me to
the feelings
forgive
don't
and
really be
forget.
valid.
See?
That's
Don't
the
invalidate
thing.
my feelings, though.
No, I'm saying.
Sometimes it don't be that extreme for me to do a complete cutoff.
Yeah,
but
well,
I be feeling what I be feeling.
They don't be valid. The cutoff.
I'm working on that in therapy too.
That's good.
Because she was like, "Are you a kind of cutoff queen?" Yeah. Nigga, get the scissors, the shears, cut them. Period. What's up? Don't fuck with you no more. Yeah, it is hard for me to forgive and forget, but I do think it's very important to feel your feelings, go through whatever emotions that you're gonna have, and then take some time to really consider: am I justified in my feelings, right? Does this warrant my reaction, my response? That's really what it is.
Right, because you don't want to be irrational.
Right.
Even though you're feeling things, that doesn't mean they're rational.
Right. Because sometimes it could just be extreme and a bit much. But I encourage everybody, including myself, to feel your feelings and validate and honor whatever you're feeling, and then move accordingly with the appropriate response based on what happened.
Because if some people are like, say someone's very reactive,
yeah,
and they're feeling the feelings and then making impulsive decisions because they're feeling the feelings and it's already like, a decision's made, that can be very problematic.
It is problematic because the person is not feeling the feelings, taking a moment to respond accordingly. That be the piece. You got to feel it, wait a minute, and then respond accordingly, because nigga, don't just fly off the handle. I'm not that kind of person. I'll just be like, oh, okay. Copy that. And then I might just, you know what I'm saying? But I don't just go making a fucking irrational, illogical, rash decision. Now that is problematic as fuck. Like, girl, what you doing?
It's like, okay, everybody's cut off so soon. And it's like, that person didn't even be cut off. And now you're a lone ranger.
A long lioness. Yeah, you need a tribe. You need what do lions roll in? A pack. Oh no, that's a wolf pack.
I think, don't lions run in packs too? Wolf don't run with lion.
Yeah, what they run in? Whatever. Y'all tell us what they run in. Snake don't swing with monkey.
Here's another example of like gaslighting. So gaslighting would be somebody saying like, you are too dramatic, emotional, sensitive, or crazy. And then self-gaslighting would be saying, I am too emotional, drastic, sensitive, or crazy. So you can say like an affirmation, like my feelings and emotions are valid, like what you just said.
Affirm yourself, boo-boos. Yes. So gaslighting would look like, I didn't mean it like that. You're exaggerating. Self-gaslighting is, I know they love me and didn't mean it like that. Listen, that's a common one. Dealing with these niggas.
What? Hold on.
That. Somebody saying like, I didn't mean it like that. You're exaggerating. And then you self-gaslighting yourself saying, I know they didn't mean like that. Like, I'm just tripping. I know they love me.
But it's like, that's how you're acknowledging how you felt.
Exactly. So an affirmation that you can share with yourself is, I understand the original tone and wording that they expressed, and I know how it made me feel. This is all going back to validating ourselves.
Yeah, and just making sure like you're not fully invalidating how you're feeling. Like just so quick to brush things off to the side, like saying, you know, I'm the one to blame. I'm the problem. Am I the drama?
Am I the drama?
Yeah, am I the drama? Like saying that I know they love me. Am I making this up? Just like Germany said, really taking the time to figure out what's really going on. I think a lot of our issues would be resolved if we just took a little bit more time to think things through. Although I know that's easier said than done when we're in the heat of the moment, because we be triggered, we be, you know, worked up.
Yeah.
And just be doing shit. But if we take a little bit more time sometimes.
Just a little step back.
Yeah. Especially when times that are easier, then we would probably realize that, okay, we're not doing some of these habits that don't best suit us.
Yes.
So, let's talk about how we can stop the cycle of self-gaslighting. So, recognize the problem. Are you in a situation that you find unfulfilling? Are you involved romantically or platonically with somebody you have deemed inconsiderate? Do you have to work on your self-love, self-image? Get into the root of what the fuck is really going on. Usually we know if we're with someone that's causing us to think these fucking things, like they're doing things, they're making you feel certain ways. And instead of just being like, this is not the right person for me, this is not the right job for me, this is not the right friendship for me, we try to justify our feelings.
Yeah.
And make excuses.
So that we can hold on to those things. Really, it's about realizing what's not serving you and then getting them the fuck out of there. Get them out. Period. Okay. Understand your feelings and their origin. In order to understand where the self-doubt is coming from, track down the beginning of your feelings of self-doubt. When did it all start and why do you feel this way? Roots, beloved. Honestly, taking a moment again to reflect, journal, give yourself a time limit. Like, hey, when something triggers me or I feel something, I'm going to take 5 minutes. I'm going to take a few breaths. I'm going to take a day before I get back with you. You know, whatever it is.
Get right with you.
Right. Take your time to really do some work. If you're not in therapy, maybe consider getting in therapy, because there could be some roots to all of it. There are roots.
Yeah.
There are roots to everything that we're feeling that we
for sure
are going through.
Yeah. Also, becoming aware of your unhealthy thought patterns and reversing them.
Ooh, that's a biggie.
Yeah. Like when you feel those gaslight feelings coming on, reroute your thoughts to something more positive, combat your negative thoughts with more positive thoughts. Not being so quick to give up on ourselves.
Yeah. Practicing
so quick to just be like, it's me.
Self-compassion.
I'm tripping. Sometimes we do, but a lot of the times we don't be tripping. You know how you feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let's not just be so quick to discredit those feelings. And
the more honest that we are with ourselves about who we truly are, even the parts of us that we don't like, right? The ugly parts that need work, that need a little extra TLC. Once we're really, really honest with ourselves, then it builds a stronger foundation for trust, understanding, compassion, gentleness, love, all within the self. Stop it.
ooh.
Stop it. Love, all within the self. So that when situations arise or when you feel like you're not trusting yourself, you're not honoring yourself, you can check it and then pivot real quick. You know, all of this is about being present in the mind, being aware, understanding what's going on externally, but mainly internally, so that you can move forward. You know, you can move forward. When somebody try to gaslight you, you already know the vibes. Nope, I'm not having it.
Yeah.
Because you value yourself. You trust yourself. You know you're not tripping. There's self-worth involved. Same thing with self-gaslighting. You got to trust yourself, love yourself, honor your feelings, understand, give yourself compassion, give yourself grace. All of that is literally the same.
Right.
It's creating boundaries for other people and yourself, which are healthy.
Preach on, preach that.
You know.
Yeah.
Ding.
Also remembering the difference between thoughts and feelings. This is very important. So thoughts are ideas, perceptions, or opinions produced by thinking or occurring suddenly in the mind. And then feelings are emotions or reactions to physical or mental sensations.
Yes.
With thoughts, our ideas, perceptions, or opinions. Thoughts are our ideas, perceptions, or opinions about the world around us. And then feelings are our reactions to emotions or sensations.
Yes.
So when we have thoughts, we experience thoughts, right? And then they turn into experiences. With feelings, we experience the feelings first. It's not really too much thought. It's like, oh shit, I feel something.
And that's why you got to be careful.
And you got to take the time to pair that feeling with a thought.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like this? The therapist dropped a gem. She said that a lot of the times I say like what my surface feelings are, but I don't say the core feeling.
The root. Well, yeah.
What the fuck's really going on?
Yeah. She loves saying she's annoyed. That annoyed me. I'm annoyed.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, that's what you said. That
was dumb. It was just too stupid. Like, okay, there has to be more than it being you're being annoyed than it being dumb or stupid. Like, what do you really feel from it?
Yeah.
Because why are you annoyed?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's called healing.
Pardon me, y'all. Pardon me. Yes.
It's called healing. And our thoughts can be very complex because there's so many layered thoughts. And our feelings can be more on the simple end.
Yeah. And basic. Just feeling it. Yeah, just going at it.
Right.
So, we want to leave you with some affirmations, some mantras, some things that you can say to yourself to help you stop gaslighting yourself, because we want to give tools and tips. So remember, you're not being too sensitive. More than likely, you don't feel seen, heard, or validated. Okay?
Yeah.
You're not being too needy. More than likely, you have needs that aren't currently being met.
Oh, wow.
Nigga.
That's a good one.
That's good.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Another one is you're not overreacting. More than likely, this is a wound, a trigger, or something that is deeply hurtful.
Yeah.
And lastly, you're not asking too much. More than likely, you're seeking love, consideration, respect, and reasonable expectations in a relationship. And maybe you might be seeking all these things from the wrong motherfucker.
Come on. That's that.
If it feels like it's too much.
Yes.
But ultimately, what we want to say is that gaslighting is harmful. We know that this can be emotionally abusive from others and also to ourselves. So we want to do our best to not allow this behavior and not do it to ourselves because we don't want our perception of reality to be skewed. We don't want our self-esteem to be lowered. We don't want to be making hasty decisions. We want to just be as alert as possible.
And tap the fuck in.
Yeah. We don't want to be stuck.
No. We want to move confidently. In the real time reality, baby. What's good? Nigga, I'm here with you.
Period.
That's that.
So I think one of the biggest takeaways for me from this episode is that I'm going to take my time.
Take your time.
Take my time, which I really feel like I'm naturally inclined to do. Sometimes I may be slow to respond because I'm thinking through what the fuck's going on before I respond. But I still think it's a good takeaway to like take my time, process what's really going on, and trying to use logic and not negate an emotion to make decisions and really figure out what's going on about how I feel.
Good takeaway. I feel like I am already practicing the things that I need to be practicing because I already know where I need to grow at. So I will continue to take my time, continue to use my people as a sounding board, and continue to validate my own emotions and my feelings when I'm having them. Being logical and rational when I respond.
I like that.
That's a goodie. So
now it's time to transition to our next segment. It's time to pick up your pen. We're dropping a gem.
So
this week we want to share a product a brand from a friend of the show.
Yes, we have a bunch of amazing things.
Yes. So if you listened to our Astrology Bay episode where we talked about all things astrology with our good girlfriend, Tamari.
Yes.
She dropped so many gems. She now has a beautiful aromatherapy product line called Gift of the Nile.
Gift of the Nile.
And we have all these goodies. So she has mood mist, candles, perfume oils. And baby, when I tell you these products are top notch, the quality, the smell, the packaging, made by a black queen.
Yes.
These are Egyptian Kemetic products. So she sent us
so many, mainly just, well, we got everything. We don't know what y'all gonna get.
We got everything, but the cool things are these mood mints. She has 4 of them.
All the elements,
earth, fire, air, water, and you just spray it to evoke the energy that you're trying to call in. Manifestation, creativity, calmness, grounding,
action, inspiration, building, communication, connectivity, mental agility,
all the things,
movement, intuition, healing. Just they smell beautiful also, y'all.
Which one was that?
That was fire.
Love it.
Oh, yes.
And then she also has the Hathor Love manifestation ritual, which has multiple steps, which involves the Love Potion aromatherapy mist. She has a Love Potion candle and the Love Potion perfume oil. And those 3 things in combination with a few rituals, affirmations, call in the love
that you wish to
receive, and also give.
Yes.
All of the good things.
You can check out our girl Tamari's beautiful line, The Gift of the Nile, at Gift of the Nile on Instagram, Facebook, Gift of the Nile. You can also go to the website, thegiftofthenile.com, and check this stuff out.
And we'll put all that information down into the show notes.
Yes.
No kizzy, these products are giving what they need to give. I can't wait to spray some earth around my home. Let's get some manifestation in here.
Tell her that we sent y'all.
Some grounding. That just smells so good.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire. So we are going to be heading out, but we do want to take a few moments to thank y'all for listening and supporting, coming back every week. We really appreciate it. We also want to give a good big thanks to our sponsors of the show, Vitamin Water and Native Natural Products. We really appreciate it.
We do.
And next week, a little sneak peek of our episode, we'll be talking about passionate curiosity.
Oh.
Why it's important to ask questions and just
seek more.
Yes. Why not
be inquisitive
and not be afraid to learn and figure out what the fuck going on?
I like that.
Yes.
Okay, y'all. So thank you all for being here today, and we'll see you next week.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.